came from Italy, I spoke no English. And my mother, when we first came here, we started to do a little homework in those days. People would bring items to be sewed in the house. And while she was sewing, she would say, Alfredo, go out and get some fresh air. And I says, I really don't know where I'm going, Mom. I says, well, take a walk up the block. I did, and I wind up in the schoolyard. And there was kids playing ball there, and they began to ask me questions. I didn't understand them, whether they got insulted. Well, they started smacking me around. So my mother says, go out and play. I says, Mama, I'd rather not go out and play. I'm going to stay here and help you. So when my mother would start preparing dinner, I would go over and play with the sewing machine. Well, within about 2 weeks' time, I was sewing circles around my mother. Coming from a small village in the south of Italy, they didn't have stores such as we know here. So anytime anyone needed a garment to be made, mother would make the garment or the father would make the garment. Grandmother, everybody sewed in Italy. I mean, it wasn't a question that you walked into a store and you bought a suit or you bought a shirt. Especially during the war years, it was a total disaster in Italy. So all the clothing that we wore were made by our parents. So naturally we grew up with that. I would like to think as a classic designer, we're not affiliated with the Versace spa, which would be Gianni Versace. I would consider myself a person that likes to design timeless pieces. I would like to design, and I do design garments that if you purchase them today, they're very elegant. I try to find the finest material that is possibly known to man, and I also make a classic design and a classic suit for women and men. And I feel that 5 years from today, that suit will still be in style. This young man is wearing a brand new fabric that which we have specially designed for evening and disco areas. The fabric is 100% wool, but it's got a very distinct look to it, which it glows in the dark, it almost shines. It's a beautiful piece. And what we have here is a Super 140 two-button suits with the checkered and shirt and tie to match. And these what we consider timeless pieces. This young man is wearing a, again, Super 140 wool, and it is a striped suit that is usually worn. We would consider wearing it for a dinner and after to a disco or a club, and that is a beautiful garment. This young man is wearing a beautiful jacket, which is a Zegna fabric, and it is 100% cashmere. This is a beautiful cashmere coat with a Burberry collar and a wraparound belt. This is a beautiful piece of garment.